What's up?
How we doing?
What's up?
How
It's
we
me,
doing?
Coro Bloom,
It's
alongside
me,
my brethren,
Tavares Pennington.
Tav a Pen.
Yeah.
For those confused, Penny Bloom comes from his last name and my fake last name.
And
Pennington and Bloom. Penny Bloom.
real creative of us, right?
Yeah, we did that. We
Yeah.
really did that shit.
Yeah.
So we wanted to start the show talking about how Lil Wayne is dipping on the on the tour with
Peace on, y'all.
Blink 182. Stopped mid-set and was like, you know what, fuck this.
Not even mid-set, like 20 minutes in. I think it was an hour-long set.
He was 20 minutes into a set and goes, you know what? No.
Yeah, he's just like, I just
This
want y'all
isn't
to
for
know.
me.
Just want y'all to know, I'm not used to performing in front of crowds like this. Yeah, don't know how much longer I'm gonna do this.
Here's the thing, man. This man he was in the middle of the set where he realized in 2019 I'm opening for Blink 182, which is 20 years out of their prime.
Yeah.
I'm opening for Blink 182. Wheezy, he was like, he made a move that I think is good for his career.
Yeah, no.
Don't get me wrong, I fuck with Blink 182.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna say I do, but like they have done something in music that is good.
Yes, in general.
So is Wayne, but like
Those don't go together.
yeah, like when I heard about like Lil Wayne going on a tour with Blink 182, I was just like, why though? Like,
Low key, when I heard, I go, are they coming to Kansas City?
but like there can't be too many people who are like in both of those.
Yeah,
like,
both of those
sorts
fan bases.
Yeah, like I don't know why they thought they had so much crossover they'd sell out shows and shit. Like
I don't know, man,
it's
but
Blink 182 in 2019. Like
it's not gonna do great.
I don't even think Lil Wayne himself would sell out concerts in 2019 anymore.
I don't know. After the Carter 5, he might have.
Not many people listen to the Carter 5. Like people I know that listen to music.
That's
like
true.
They were like, oh, I'll listen to a song or two, but like nobody was like Carter 5, Carter 5. It was kind of like everybody
because it was
wanted
27
it to happen.
fucking songs.
Yeah, it was way too long. But like it just like it came out, people were like, finally Carter 5 is here. Maybe listen to a couple songs, like the big ones, and they were like, okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like I don't know. Not that like Lil Wayne is bad, of course. Like he's still like doing his thing, but like
Still one of the codes.
yeah, it's just like music has changed. I think from the time that Lil Wayne and Blink 182, for that matter, started making music.
But it's so funny because Wheezy really shaped this whole whole generation.
No, he did like the whole like punchline rap. Like he was the best at that. Like
He really was. And you know, Blink 182, they helped many white people in the 90s
many
remember their age and
yeah,
shit like that.
how old are the Blink 182 people?
Shit, I don't know. They gotta be 50s. I'm
Jeez.
thinking. I mean,
That's like
dude, I used to fuck with Blink 182 so heavy. They got like What's My Age Again and All the Small Things.
oh yeah, I know all the small
All
things.
the small things.
Yeah.
It was just every movie soundtrack in
Oh
the
my
late
God.
90s, early 2000s had all the small things on it. I
Every
promise.
movie soundtrack, like it was kind of ridiculous. That's like basically that's basically like what's a group that's like Brockhampton performing in like 2040.
Their lead singer is 45.
Jeez.
So yeah, they've been around for a while. 1992 is where their origin is credited.
Now I want to know if this was a cash grab tour or like genuinely there was a desire to see Blink 182 in concert in 2019.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there definitely was. There's definitely an audience
Well, obviously,
for that.
yeah, people will buy tickets.
But I think what might steer the Blink 182 fans away from this is the fact that Lil Wayne is on the tour with them.
Yeah, and he has an hour. Like, not many openers get hour-long sets.
Yeah.
Like that's an incredible. That's about as long as the main set usually.
No, I'm not sure if he's actually quitting this tour. He just he said he was.
It looks like he is.
It looks like he will, but like, sorry everybody, but if you planned on going, you can't.
You can't. Yep, just won't be there.
God. I love Wheezy though.
Yeah, he does what the fuck he wants. Did you hear about that Rolling Loud when he canceled his set there?
I did not.
It was because they were the venue was conducting police checks at the entrance for all the artists.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, he tweeted it or something. He was like, yeah, I'm never gonna have like if you hire me, then I'm never gonna go through a police check for you because I'm there for your benefit.
Exactly.
And like,
which I think that's fair.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not gonna fuck up my money. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Like, why would I? I'm not doing police checks, which I'm like, yeah, okay, that's
fair. I get that.
That's fair. And Rolling Loud probably should understand that artists won't want to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Wheezy F baby, and the F is for phenomenal. Roll the tape.
You have now entered the Penny Bloom Podcast, hosted by none other than Colton Robertson and Tavares Pennington. I hope you are prepared for a show unlike any that you've ever seen before. Or heard, I guess it's a podcast, so you aren't going to see anything.
Comedy is funny.
That is the basic premise of it.
It is.
Yeah.
I think that social media has created a way for anybody to be funny at any given moment.
Well, everybody already was funny. There was just no way of communicating the funny thoughts.
But I think this the social media, just the way everyone is now, it's ruined everybody.
Well, I would say ruined is a strong word. I'd say it's changed everyone.
No.
Yeah.
No, it ruined everybody.
Shit.
I'm
what are we gonna
fairly
do?
certain. It fucked everybody up.
Says a dude who's on social media all the time.
Oh, all the time. How do you think I know? It's ruined me.
Fair enough.
One of the funniest things in social media are the things that nobody even sees.
Yeah, isn't it? Because
I keep most of this shit in my drafts.
I'm pretty open on Twitter, but it's like if I am not even open enough to tweet this, I gotta. There's got to be something about it. Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna just keep it in my back pocket.
So we're gonna give you an inside look at these Twitter drafts
here on the Penny Bloom Podcast.
This is our Twitter draft. This segment's been a disaster. I'm fucking dying. Alright, let's jump into it. Everything before the actual drafts is completely unplanned thus far. We just kind of rattling off the dome. I recognize that was really bad.
Yeah, you can skip it if you want to.
I mean, it's too late now. Alright, so you know what? Share with us your first Twitter draft.
Okay, so we're just gonna start off with a little light one here. I just had this one day. This tweet came to me one day when I was just sitting in a car shop waiting to get my oil changed, and I was just drinking the coffee, and I was like, God, this shit is fucking terrible. And then I resumed to get up and get another cup.
Oh yeah, of course.
So the tweet was, mechanic coffee is probably the most dirt water ass drink I've ever tasted. But it still holds an air of nostalgia. Because it does, doesn't it? Like,
but it still holds an air
it's still
of nostalgia.
coffee, and it's mechanic coffee, and you know it's mechanic coffee, but you're still gonna drink it. Because I don't know why, but there's just like, there's a place in my taste palette for mechanic coffee. Like,
it's coffee with a hint of metal.
No, I'm saying, as a kid,
I can taste the nuts and bolts.
As a kid, I was always like, if I become a mechanic, the coffee's going to be probably the best part of my day.
It probably would be.
Never going to be a mechanic, but like still.
But that occurred to me.
Yeah. And this is the randomness that is my drafts.
Oh yeah. My one of my favorite things for my drafts was the abundant unfinished thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I had numerous that were finished and I just didn't put out there. But some of them were tweets that I decided to start typing.
Yeah.
And before I got to the end, I was like, it just isn't worth it.
No, I do that too.
So I wanted to share one of those. And some of the fun is that I have zero clue where I was going with it. I have no idea. I do not remember. So this one, I quoted Donald Trump's tweet from June 26, 2019. Boring, in all caps, with an exclamation mark. I quoted it with this. Turned on the Democratic debates and found out it was a bunch of people. And that's it. I know that wasn't it when I typed it. I know that wasn't it when I typed
just
it, but that's what it is now. And yes, it is just a bunch of people.
Yeah, you weren't wrong.
So that's how I know that's not where I was going.
Honestly, though, I feel like if you tweeted that, like, I would like that tweet.
It's just funny enough on its own for no reason.
But it's funny by virtue of it just being what it is. Like, you're just like...
Yeah, it's just like, why?
Turn on the Democratic debates and it's just a bunch of people.
Like, what were you expecting?
Yeah.
It's not Animal Planet. It's like, the Democratic debates.
Yeah, it raises so many questions, but all of those questions come from a place of humor. Because you're just like, what could you possibly have been thinking?
Yeah, like, where was I going? Was it going to be like, turned out it was a bunch of people who were talking in Spanish? Like... I don't know. I doubt it. That's not funny. It was, but I mean, like, that's not funny. Why did I think of that? Yeah. Therefore, like, I don't think that's where I was going. And maybe that's why I didn't finish the thought. Maybe I wasn't going anywhere. Maybe I tried really hard and nothing was funny. Maybe I'm just that unfunny, and that's how much social media has ruined me.
Maybe you're just stretching and you're just like, you know what, just not gonna do it. And then you turned out with something that was still relatively funny.
Yeah. So turned on the Democratic debates and found out it was a bunch of people.
That's the tweet.
That's the tweet. You're up.
My next one, this is a little bit of a dilemma.
Yeah?
Is it more twisted to remember your murders or to forget them?
Oh, goddamn. So this, like, we're coming from, like, a serial killer's perspective here?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you have murdered multiple people, is it worse that you paid enough attention and, like, took the time to remember every single murder?
Yeah.
Or is it really... Are you murdering that many people that you can't remember all of them?
Yeah, are you just like, you know what? You're not even significant enough to me for me to remember you.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's what I thought of it. I was just like,
I can't. No, I think it's got to be forgetting.
Yeah. No, well, but like people who like, so you know B2K?
Yeah.
That guy said that he remembers every single person that he ever killed. The guy's killed at least, like, 30 to 40 people, I think. Like, to just, like, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of killing. And it's really fucked up. But it's like, does that show that they have some sort of heart?
Yeah,
because, like, they remember the people that they killed?
It shows to me that they have a passion. It's a really fucked up passion. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
But it means that, like... I don't know. Fuck, man. Let's go to mine.
Okay.
Mine, I quoted a tweet that was about an article from a woman who said that female masturbation is a one-way ticket to hell.
Just female masturbation?
Just female masturbation.
Okay.
Someone tweeted that article and said, "Here I come, Satan." So I quoted it and said, "Here I come, Satan." I couldn't tweet that because I have family on Twitter.
Yeah.
Here I come, Satan.
Here I come.
Yeah. No need for much more context than that, you know? Here I come, Satan.
That's it. If you don't get it...
If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Yeah. So I guess you don't know.
If you don't get it, you're probably not old enough to be listening to this podcast.
And if you're not old enough to be listening to this podcast, you're probably not listening to this podcast.
Fair enough.
Next.
Okay. Mine is up the alley of yours.
Yeah.
Not quite the same, but it goes as follows. Man, I'm really hot. Woke up with a bug bite on my dick. What a day.
I like how you said that's up the same alley.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just something I woke. That was literally the first thing I did that day. True story, folks. True story. It's
wow.
It's a shame.
That sounds like hell.
It's a shame when things like that happen, but you bounce back eventually.
This is true.
Yeah, it's not a great experience.
I for one have never had a bug bite on my dick.
I just don't understand how it would have gotten there. Like, I wasn't sleeping naked. Like, I don't understand.
Bugs wildin'.
Yeah. No.
Bugs get freaky, bro.
They were craving.
Oh, God. All right, I'm gonna go on to my next one. I quoted a tweet about so remember when Kim Kardashian, this was very recently, she trademarked the word kimono.
I never heard about that, actually.
Yeah, she trademarked the word kimono, which is
that's a blade, right?
No, that is it's a dress.
Dress.
It's a dress for I believe Japanese women wear kimonos, and I don't know. I'm not entirely informed, but I know it is it's traditionally a Japanese clothing.
Yeah.
It's not a dress.
It's
right. Just it's a traditional Japanese clothing.
Uh-huh.
So Kim Kardashian, a white woman, trademarked the word kimono, which led me to quote the tweet with, "Whites have stolen every aspect of every culture except for mayonnaise."
Wait, say that again?
Whites have stolen every aspect of every culture except for mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is our one thing.
Oh my god.
We have mayonnaise, okay?
Fair enough. But nobody likes mayonnaise.
Except for whites. Okay? That's why...
No, I've always wondered why people were like, do you want mayonnaise? And I'm like...
Why on earth would I want mayonnaise?
Like, I won't not eat the sandwich because it's on there, but, like, I don't particularly, like...
I'm not seeking out mayonnaise.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, mayonnaise, throw that shit on there. Yes.
Yeah, but, like, white people love mayonnaise. And getting it from Target, as they regard it, Target.
Target. My mom actually adopted that one. It was kind of...
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, it was tragic. She's been doing that for at least like 10 years now. Like,
man, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Is. Yeah.
My parents do it, but they're white. So I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All love to your mama. What's next up in your draft?
Okay, so we're gonna take a little serious turn. Not even serious, just like a more thoughtful turn.
All right, fair enough.
So listen. Capitalism is not in decay. Capitalism is decay. We have to resist capitalism as it exists for the sake of our lives, and if you don't understand why, my justification is implicit.
That's for the homies in Mother Russia.
It's for you, buddy. No, but basically what this is saying is just like when you're in a capitalistic system, it's not constantly in decay as most people have you believe. Like, it's like constantly like degrading itself and like causing more and more things to happen. It is like part of the structure of capitalism is that there will always be an upper class and there will always be a lower class.
It's a self-eating snake.
Yeah, essentially. And so because of that, you have to resist like this current structure of capitalism, because it means that in 100% of the scenarios where there is a capitalistic society, there is always going to be a poor and impoverished, which is not ideal, obviously. So, like, if you don't understand why capitalism is bad, then that's just showing that you can't think outside of these, like, you can't think outside of the pedagogy which capitalism is, in which school teaches us to believe. So, like, that's the problem with it, is like nobody thinks outside of a capitalistic society because you're not raised that way. But that's like not necessarily right. So like,
go off.
Yeah.
Go off, Morris. Damn, bro. Okay. Yeah, if I'm at the top of a communist regime, I'm thinking like, why even try and take down these capitalistic scum? You know, because eventually they'll fuck themselves.
Exactly.
So why do I need to worry about it?
Exactly.
The only reason that any communist regime has to worry about capitalism is because the capitalists are like, fucking commies. Like,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Stop giving a fuck, and we won't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know?
they like literally fearmonger these other ideologies simply because they don't align with what capitalism does, which is valuing the human based off of production, which is like fundamentally already sounds kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you, but like that's not how they want. Like, you want to know how what this tweet originated from?
Yes, please.
I'm at this job that I just got, right? In the back, like, just, like, being like, fuck, like, this kind of sucks. Washing dishes, and I'm just thinking, they really don't value me for being anything other than what a machine could do if they had the money to buy it. So, like...
That's true.
I'm just like, what is the point? Like, this is so fucked. Like, capitalism is literally, like, paying me money to do these things that machines could do. And all the while, it's not even, like, it's not recognizing me as a human. It's recognizing me as a dishwasher. Like, it's kind of fucked.
It's super fucked, dude. I mean, like, I don't want to deep dive into this or anything, but, like, yeah, I'm a communist.
Oh my god. That was a jump. That was definitely a jump.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm just kidding. I obviously lived in a capitalist society.
Yeah. Well,
So by nature, I am a capitalist.
by nature, we are all capitalists, and it sucks. But
Yeah, but that's America. This is America. Don't catch you slipping, no.
hey,
Don't catch you living, no.
hey.
Oh, what you tripping, no. This is America. All right,
Okay.
yeah. So I want you to take a guess at what the tweet I quoted could be about. Okay?
Okay.
I hate the internet. I dug deep into the replies to this, and there was a discussion about how the Star Wars movies have fallen off because of the female leads. Is there any guess as to what that could be about? The tweet I quoted.
Read it again.
I hate the internet. I dug deep into the replies to this, and there was a discussion about how the Star Wars movies have fallen off because of the female leads. So I dug deep.
Something to do with the U.S. women's team?
No.
Okay.
No, but it has something to do with women's sports. Or not women's sports, but women in sports.
Is it WNBA then?
Here, I'll give it to you. It was about the Cavaliers hiring a woman as an assistant head coach.
Oh my god.
It was a tweet about how the Cavs hired a woman as an assistant coach. I dug into the replies and found, this is the problem. They are hiring.
Oh my god.
They're hiring women as basketball coaches in the NBA, and they're making women the leads in Star Wars movies.
What is happening to the world?
Why is Daisy Ridley being Rey in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Focus on Adam Driver and Kylo Ren.
Oh my god. These people, honestly, ever since, there's always been such blatant disrespect for just, women.
In society.
And that sounds so fucked up in 2019, but it's so, prevalent.
Why?
And I'm just
I will never get it.
This is,
I will never get it.
People literally, legit, truly 100% believe this argument that women's sports isn't as deserving as much because they aren't as physically capable or as physically superior as men.
What?
And they're just I'm gonna watch men's sports because they're better at sports, and I'm just okay, do you understand?
In context of the competition, the women at their highest level are playing against the other women at their highest level.
There is no
Therefore,
difference.
it is every bit as entertaining as the men's sport.
Everything is commensurable. It's obviously they aren't gonna play as well as men. It's long been scientifically proven that men just have more physical ability than women do, just due to their biology. But because of that fact doesn't mean that women don't access the right to play sports.
Exactly. I mean, dude, if you hate on the WNBA, I promise you have not watched the WNBA.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Anybody who's no, fuck no, I'm not going to watch the WNBA. Guess what? They've never watched the WNBA.
Yeah, exactly.
They have never watched the WNBA, and they've never watched women's college basketball, and they've probably never watched softball.
Right.
I'd argue that the WNBA is more exciting than most men's sports on television. I watch it over the MLB in the summer. If it were on in the fall, I'd watch it over the NFL.
I could see that too. It's basketball.
It's simply because I don't support the NFL, but I would not watch the NFL for WNBA because it's basketball.
It's basketball. That's all it is, and it's everything is commensurable. You know what this is? You know what this is? Patriarchy.
It is
working
the
at its
patriarchy.
finest, because it's like,
fuck the man.
it's like, oh, all men can play sports and everyone should watch that, but women can't play sports, and like, what do you know? Maybe women want to watch women play sports. Like, men
Mark?
get to watch men play sports. Like, I don't understand.
Exactly.
Like, it's just like
Mark, Jacob. These are names of the penis.
Indeed, they are.
God, fuck a patriarchal society. Patriarchal.
It's hard. It's a hard word. Patriarchal.
Patriarchal.
Patriarchal. You're adding an extra R.
Patriarchal.
Yeah.
Patriarchal.
Patriarchy.
Yeah, the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Fuck the patriarchy.
Fuck the patriarchy.
that's the point of this.
Basically.
All right.
All right.
This is my last one. Jason Momoa is the only man alive who I might actually have a crush on. Discuss.
Well, I tend to agree.
Jason Momoa is a fucking god amongst men.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Like, you know how they treat Thor in all the Marvel movies, where they're like, this man,
yeah.
he is not.
It's like he never
Like
shows...
when Drax was like, this is no man.
Yeah.
This is a god.
God.
That's how I feel about Jason Momoa.
Honestly, he is a god amongst men, or he's the closest to it. That's for sure.
He's Khal Drogo.
Isn't he? Who's he married to?
I have no idea.
I think he's married to someone really hot.
I'll look it up. Jason Momoa, though, you saw the shit shaming him for a dad bod? Did you see that?
What dad bod?
Bro, it's
like,
so fucking
literally,
stupid.
like, the dude just doesn't have, like, he's not ripped at the moment. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, like, and he's in fucking, oh, man.
Who's he married to?
Lisa Bonet.
Oh. Damn.
I hate that I catcalled, but
Yeah.
wow, she is a beautiful woman.
Yeah, no, Lisa Bonet. She's what was she in? Wait. Let me see that picture again. Damn. And,
Yeah,
like...
Lisa Bonet is a good-looking woman.
Yeah, no, that's...
She is the mother of Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could see that immediately. That's why I was like...
Yeah, no, that's who I actually think I thought that was at first.
Yeah, no, she's...
Oh, yeah, no,
So
I
Jason
totally
Momoa is Zoe Kravitz's stepdad. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Jason Momoa for
Lisa
going out
Bonet
and getting a 50-year-old.
I never even connected that. She used to be with Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz, I think...
That's her father. That's Lisa Bonet's, I guess, ex-husband, I'd assume.
Yeah, at this point.
That's crazy. No, Zoe Kravitz has definitely been one of those girls who, like, I see on, like, in a movie or something, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, shit, she's only... Oh, damn, I thought they said 1998. I was like, she's only 3 years older than me. And I was like, nope, she's
How old is she now?
Well, she was born in 1988, so...
That's hilarious,
She's
dude.
30 years old. She does not...
Dude, Jason Momoa is 9 years older than her.
Older than who?
Than Zoe Kravitz.
How old is Lisa Bonet?
51. Bro, shout out to Jason Momoa for going out and getting a 51-year-old woman.
Wait, Momoa's 39, and Bonet is
51.
51.
Yeah.
Damn, my man likes some old.
I fuck with Jason Momoa, dude.
Okay.
Jason Momoa is the only man I might actually have a crush on. Oh,
Yo,
fuck yes.
Full game hard. Okay.
All right, shout out to Jason Momoa.
All right.
Last one for Tavares.
We're going to end this on another thoughtful note. I'd be really bored at work, so, like, it's just, I don't know why I come up with these things. I just do. Anywho, listen. Criminal is a term deeply encoded with images of the savage, whoever the dominant ideology decides that is. Criminals are collectively seen as aberrations who should be quarantined from society because of the things that they can, or because of the things that they have/can potentially do. Our perception of the other dictates an assumption of criminality because they are the aberrant. They are the ones who don't belong, and thus we psychologically and in the worst situations physically quarantine them based on a series of assumptions about their identity.
Wow.
So basically, like, being labeled a criminal doesn't always have everything to do with actually being a criminal. It has to do with being identified as a criminal. And, like, you're identified as a criminal by putting off different perceptions of yourself. Yeah. So, like, if you wear, like, if you sag your pants and you wear hoodies and you, like, I don't know, have tattoos, like, people will look at you and think, oh, must be a criminal.
Yeah.
And like, because like this all started from me thinking about like why it's such a problem to have tattoos. Like when you get into a professional workplace,
It's a good thing that this is actually kind of starting to be a more accepted thing nowadays.
Oh yeah,
is the tattoos, because like that's always been such bullshit.
Exactly.
Like, why the fuck do you care what I mean, like, if I have certain tattoos on my body, I understand.
Yeah.
But like, just like any appropriate tattoo.
Yeah.
What's the fucking problem?
Right. It's like it looks unprofessional. No, it just doesn't look like what you want it to look like. Like it's like you've associated tattoos with something else or certain character traits that are in most cases probably not true. Like I know a ton of people with tattoos who are just upstanding individuals, but they like art and they like putting art on their bodies. So it's like
this is why tattoos exist.
Yeah, it's just like I don't understand.
Like the first guy who got a tattoo wasn't like, you know what?
We're gonna fuck shit up. No,
I'm gonna look like you know what? I'm gonna get this tattoo. I'm gonna look like a criminal. That shit was, yo, I'm gonna put this art on my body permanently.
Yeah, because it just means that much to me. Like
yeah, exactly.
That's all it is, and I don't like the world and professionalism in general, and the idea of professionalism. I just hate so much. Like, it's super annoying because
fuck the man, dude.
Fuck the
all
man.
of this is about the patriarchy.
Yeah.
It all goes back to the old white men at the top. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Yeah. But you know, some things to think about.
Some really good things to think about. Shit, man, you really did it.
No, you did, my good sir.
No, you did it.
No, you did it.
I brought Here I Come Satan, and I brought Jason Momoa. You brought deep talks about capitalism and communism, and society as a whole.
Yeah, you know, criminality, mentality.
But yeah, here I come, Satan. Next segment. The NBA offseason.
It's been a whirlwind.
Has been the greatest NBA offseason ever, probably.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Probably.
It's setting up a season that'll probably be the best NBA season in the history of the league.
Like, or at the very least, it'd be best in like the past 5 years, or better than the past 5 years, because like,
oh yeah, at the very least,
it's been like pretty consistent, you know.
It has, but dude, this year, like all time, there are more superstars spread out, but together than there have ever been.
Spread out, but together, yeah.
Like, I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's like the entirety of the West except the Suns, has a chance.
Exactly, and the Thunder.
And the Thunder. Well,
the Thunder's big three is Chris Paul, Andre Roberson, and Steven Adams.
That's true. Well, actually, let's just go ahead and get into that. So, I'm pretty sure the Thunder are going to trade Chris Paul. I don't think he's ever going to play.
I don't know. They're on they're in tank mode currently. They're
exactly.
But I think that might be a reason they keep Chris Paul, which is terrible.
But like Chris Paul is not going to lead your team. Like,
I know, and that's the thing. Like I think they need to get rid of him.
I think so too.
I think they do because they have a good young core with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And I mean, Steven Adams is only like 25.
Are you serious?
Still?
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, that dude's young. And they have a really good future ahead of them because they picked up 8 first-round picks since the draft.
Yeah.
They've picked up 8 first-round picks. That's ridiculous.
I think they have first-round picks until like 2026 or something like that. Like, it's ridiculous.
It's unfair. Like, they're going to be good down the line. You do want a veteran presence, which Chris Paul does provide. But that is not the veteran presence you want.
Yeah, no.
Because he is known to fuck up a team.
He's never gone past the second round of the playoffs, I think. Second or third round. So, like, it's like... And he's had multiple opportunities. Like, when he was in New Orleans, when he was on the Clippers, like...
in New Orleans, he was on the Hornets.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But he had, like, the opportunities to lead a team deep into the playoffs. And people thought he had a team good enough to do that.
And then again with the Clippers, when he had Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan by his side.
Yeah, exactly. And like even when he went to the Rockets, like
that should have been it.
Yeah, that should have been it.
But the Warriors kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
The Warriors shit on that.
That is true. But
the Warriors shit on people's dreams.
And Chris Paul hasn't impressed me in 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
like, I don't know, like
he's good, but like
he's not
what he used to be.
Yeah, no, not anything near what he used to be.
And so yeah, the Thunder are gonna be fine. They should find a new veteran presence, like good veteran presence.
Yeah, I think they should too.
I think Vince Carter would be a good addition to their team. Obviously, he's not on the level of Chris Paul in terms of ability still.
Yeah.
But he's a better leader.
Yeah, no, he definitely is a really good leader, and I think that he's even probably going to be an even better coach.
Oh, yeah.
Once he retires or whatever. I think he should get into coaching if he doesn't. But,
for sure.
Like, it's good to have those sorts of players on a team who can, like, kind of see from, like, the bird's eye view of the court and be like, nah, this is what you need to do, Brody. Like, you gotta.
Speaking of Brody. The Brody, Russell Westbrook, headed to Houston Rockets.
Yes.
As a longtime Oklahoma City Thunder fan, this was good. This was good. I'm loyal to Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook needed to get the fuck out.
Yeah, no, I think as soon as Paul George left, like, he was kind of like, oh,
okay, yeah, get me the fuck out of here. Like, I need a chance at winning a chip.
Yeah, right. And, like,
he's not trying to go down that Chris Paul path.
No, not at all. That would suck, and, like, that would be really devastating for his career.
Because he's so fucking good.
He
good. Deserves a championship.
He does, yeah, and he's played well enough to have a championship, but, like, it's just, another one of those things where it keeps coming up short.
And this year might be the year.
Maybe. Well, I'm pretty apprehensive about how Harden and Westbrook are going to come back together to play.
I think they'll be fine.
But, like, I think ultimately they will be. I think that they'll figure it out no matter what happens. But, like, I feel like it's going to be a huge adjustment at the same time for both of them.
Oh, yeah, it will be. Because they play the same type of basketball in terms of how much they both ran the court.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how the Rockets offense works next year, because it was like, I saw a tweet that was like, all right, tell me that a James Harden doing whatever the fuck he wants and Russell Westbrook also doing whatever the fuck he wants, but also kind of working together, offense isn't crazy enough to work.
That's fair enough. And, like, you gotta, but my thing is, like, you gotta recognize, like, when the last time they played together, Harden was coming off the bench.
Yeah, he was
like,
a sixth man.
He was getting like 17 points a game or so, less than that. And then, like, Westbrook wasn't getting a triple-double every other game.
Yeah.
And I really want to know what happens with the triple-double thing, because, like, I want to know if that was something specific to, like, the OKC system and how they had it set up there. If that's just how Westbrook plays. It was?
It was. I mean, I think it was because that's just how Westbrook plays. Yeah. So the Thunder adjusted their offense to benefit Westbrook in that way as much as they possibly could.
Yeah.
But the Rockets' offense was a little similar to the Thunder's in that it all ran through one person. Yeah. And they let that one person kind of do whatever they want with other assets around them. Yeah. So I think with them two coming together, I think they'll eventually work out. Mm-hmm. I think there will be some kinks to work out through the first half of the season. Mm-hmm. But I think ultimately, going into the All-Star break and after the All-Star break, they're going to fuck shit up. Yeah. Because they still got Clint Capella, they've still got PJ Tucker, they got Eric Gordon, and then they got James Harden and Russell Westbrook. So you're doing really fucking good. Yeah. I'm also really excited to see Russell Westbrook in a new uniform.
Me too. I've seen him in a Thunder uniform his entire
11
career.
Years.
Like, yeah.
11 years, bro.
It's crazy he spent that much time, like, with them. Like,
yeah, it actually, him being traded to the Rockets made Steph Curry the longest tenured player to stay with a team that he was drafted by.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. But, like, up until then, it was Russ.
Like, in the league currently?
In the league currently.
Okay.
Yes. It was Russell Westbrook, then Steph Curry. Mm. I'm interested to see where Damian Lillard's on that list, because he couldn't have came too long after Steph, right?
Oh, yeah. No. Well, no, Steph he's been in the league for a long time. He just didn't play well for a while. Yeah. Because he was with the Warriors before they had their logo change.
He was.
Like a couple seasons. I think he was there like 2 or 3 seasons before that.
Yeah, he's been in the league at least 9-10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, Russell Westbrook headed to the Houston Rockets is something I'm pretty excited for.
At the very least, it's going to be fun to watch.
And that's what I'm all about.
Yeah,
you know,
that's all.
I'm not really a team fan. Like this year, I'm gonna be a Lakers, Rockets, Nets, everybody fan, just because I love watching good basketball. So to see all this coming together, it's beautiful.
It is. It's a beautiful sight.
How about the pinnacle of basketball returning to Los Angeles?
Indeed it is.
The center of the world of basketball is Los Angeles again for the first time since probably the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I think, like, it'll be nice to see LA booming like that again.
Dude, I mean, they got LeBron, Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, and then in the same arena, you got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Pat Bev, all them. I cannot imagine the ticket prices.
Oh my god.
To the Lakers versus Clippers games whenever they happen.
Oh my god.
Those are going to be the most expensive tickets
those are going to be ridiculous.
of all time for a regular season game.
I'm just so glad the Clippers are good finally. Like,
dude, I mean,
they've never been good.
They've never been good.
Like,
never. Ever.
Like, literally, never. Like,
ever.
Even when they had Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and Chris Paul, like, they were still middle of the road.
There was something missing.
Yeah, there was something missing. Like, they just didn't work together. Like, and they would win games or whatever, but, like, come playoff time, they're just average.
Exactly.
Like, and that can't be the case.
I mean, it was injuries and all that, but
yeah.
Still. And now you got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Pat Bev. I'm pretty sure they've got Ivica Zubac, who's a pretty good big dude.
Zubac is fine.
They took the Warriors to 6 last year.
They did, yeah.
And they didn't have Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Uh-huh. That's true.
They have an MVP candidate and the Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be doing pretty fucking good.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm interested to see Kawhi and Paul George together, too.
I am, too. It's really interesting the way that worked out. Like, the fact that Kawhi Leonard reached out to Paul George and was like, yo, get to L.A.
Yeah, you get to L.A. He's like...
Figure out a way to get to the Clippers and I'm there. Otherwise, I'm signing with the Lakers.
He's like, oh, no, Paul George Day is coming up, though. I can't. And he's like, bro...
Bro, what it do, baby? But yeah, I'm really excited to see what and the center of basketball being in LA opens up a lot of different stuff. I mean, just like the way LeBron has been dabbling in television and movies and stuff. I think there could be an even bigger market for NBA in film and in TV than there ever has been.
That would be interesting too.
Because LeBron's figuring that out.
Yeah.
He's taking advantage of the fact that he's in LA. Big time. So it's really cool to see what that could do.
Yeah.
In terms of just everything.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm just like, I just need to drop everything and move to LA.
God. I would love that, but I mean God, so much money.
Yeah, I know.
God, so much money.
Fuck.
God, LA does seem dope though.
LA does seem fire.
I must get a crib in L.A. Oh, fuck, dude. L.A. It seems so dope. So what's your prediction for next year's champs?
That's a tough one. Because
Early predictions.
There's so many new teams and so many new thing, like, you have
dynamics.
To see... Yeah, dynamics. So, like, I have to wait to see how these players play together. But... just off rip, I think it's got to be... a champion's got to come from either the Jazz... or LA.
LA...
Either
LA. Either LA, okay. I can get behind that. I can get behind that for sure.
Beyond that, I don't really see anyone or any team who has, like, the veteran presence of those teams, along with, like, enough talent to actually win a championship.
That's true.
So, because, like, like, for the Rockets, like, I can see them winning maybe if Russell Westbrook and James Harden play well together. I can see them winning in a couple years, 2 or 3 years maybe. But, like, first season, that would be incredible if they do. But,
yeah, I get that.
That's not expected.
Yeah, that's why I'm expecting... I'm thinking Jazz is definitely a good candidate there because, I mean, they've got Mike Conley, who's a great addition, great point guard. They already have Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year. They have Donovan Mitchell, great young body. And then they have so many different role players on their team that everything could just go really well for them. But then that's like also how the Clippers are built, but with 2 superstars.
Yeah.
So it's like...
That's true.
That's why I'm thinking Clippers are probably my prediction. Gosh, could you imagine a Lakers versus Clippers Western Conference final?
That would be... Oh, can you imagine how much, like... Oh my god, that would be awesome, though. Because they wouldn't have to travel.
No, they would... It would just be
I
LA.
wonder if they would give breaks during, like, between games. Like, as if they were traveling.
They would.
Yeah.
They'd have to.
That would be super cool to see.
That'd be so exciting.
Like, they would just change the floor.
Yeah, like every night.
Clippers are at home now. Not Lakers,
and
you're
Lakers,
away.
and then... But yeah, that's... Oh, dude, I'm really excited for this next season.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be really interesting. I think the Bucks haven't made too many changes, have they?
Not many. They lost Malcolm Brogdon.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But they signed back Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez, who were huge role players for them last year. And Chris Middleton's an all-star now, which is amazing. But, yeah, my MVP pick is probably Giannis. Again.
Yeah. You know, like, depending on how it shakes out, I could see Harden or Westbrook getting it again.
Yeah, that's fair. My thing is, like, if you have 2 MVP candidates on your team, neither of you should be MVP.
That's true.
Because then, like,
who's like you're not the most like
then you're not the most valuable player.
Yeah.
But like I also get the fun in that though. Like if the 4 MVP candidates were like fucking LeBron, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George. Like,
why?
Like,
you're just picking your favorite.
Exactly.
Also Kyrie. Depending on how the Nets play as a team, without KD, Kyrie could go off.
Kyrie could.
And like he has this one season basically to have the Nets to himself.
He does.
So that could be something. Also
could.
Steph
could be back
is
on
in the
his
same
bullshit.
situation.
Yeah.
With D'Angelo Russell, and like that'll be nice for him to like have some of that, like someone who's also still top tier in the league beside him without Clay or KD.
Yeah. That'll definitely be. Yeah, and I think like the Warriors are still a threat.
Oh, well, they're always going to be a threat. As long as Steve Kerr's their coach, they're always going to be a threat.
Steve Kerr rolls the best blunts in the NBA.
I feel like that's true. Like I know,
bro,
like
Steve Kerr is just so fucking suave.
Yeah. Like he's just like
fuck all y'all, bro.
he played with Michael Jordan. Like come on.
And he got into a fist fight with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, I remember reading. I think it was Phil Jackson's autobiography, and he talked about that situation, and I was just like, Steve Kerr is my guy.
Yeah, he's my favorite Warrior.
Yeah,
like far and away.
He's like a puny white dude trying to stand up to Michael freaking Jordan. You know Michael Jordan was a dick when he was playing basketball.
Oh, Michael Jordan was an ass.
Like, have you seen like videos of Kobe? Like,
yeah,
like during practice and shit. Like, he was a dick. Michael Jordan was probably 5 times that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'm just like, you know what? Steve Kerr was like, nah, I had enough of your bullshit, bro. Like,
he punched that man in the face.
Oh my god.
Not many people can say they've punched Michael Jordan in the face.
Not many.
But Steve Kerr can.
Steve Kerr. And
Steve Kerr, puncher of Michael Jordan.
And like
roller of blunts.
And he knew what he was. Like he never tried to be anything other than a pure sharpshooter.
Yeah.
And that's what he was, and he was amazing at that.
Bro still got his strap too.
Oh yeah, no. That honestly, when he became the Warriors coach, I was so hyped because I was like, they're gonna do amazing shit. Because you take a team of shooters and you give them a shooter as a coach, like
it's over.
They shooting.
They shoot.
Shooters gonna shoot.
They gonna shoot. But gosh, yeah, the NBA is a lot of fun.
That was great. This is gonna be a very interesting season.
That's why it's fun.
It's gonna
because there's no guarantees this year.
I can't wait until I'm probably actually gonna watch it. This
I'll watch
games.
regular season.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'll definitely be tuning in, being when do these
Tuesday night TNT. Like I'm on that shit.
I need to get some cable up at school.
For sure. Tune into the NBA next season. Planet Bloom podcast will be following it closely.
Indeed.
Bye. Weekly episode breakdown.
We back.
We back. And we back.
And we back. And we back. And we back. And we back. Yeah.
But we decided to go Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
Bring it back to Rick and Morty.
Just had to, sometimes
where it all began.
You just feel a little Rick and Morty. Like, that's just like the beauty of this show, and you can just
pick it up.
Yeah, you can just
whenever
pick it
you
up,
want to
really.
pick it up,
and you can pick it up anywhere. Like,
anywhere.
it's
it doesn't
like,
matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
As long as you've seen it.
Yeah, exactly. Which that's a unique part about Rick and Morty, though, isn't it? How much they keep true to like the storyline, though. Like,
yeah.
Family Guy is like something that like obviously influenced it, but that's so different. Like how they.
Oh, it's so different.
There's no like, it's just like random shit happens in Family Guy.
Gosh, Rick and Morty.
Just
so good.
BoJack Horseman's kind of like Rick and Morty in that way, though.
BoJack Horseman is.
Yeah.
It's basically a drama show, just animated.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's intense. But we decided to go with season 2, episode 8, Interdimensional Cable 2. Because this episode is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It's just an ode to, weird shit. And I
weird
love it.
shit. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
The episode opens with Rick and his family wheeling in an obviously sickened Jerry. He's like green and shit. And he's vomiting this green sludge type thing. Mm-hmm. And Rick goes, be careful, avoid that because it'll stain if it gets on your clothes and it'll send you in a murderous rage if it gets in your eyes or mouth. So the fact that first he went to stains your clothes and then said you'll go into a murderous rage is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, but that's just Rick because he's like, you gotta make sure you don't get those clothes. It's important that you remember this in addition to this.
Yes.
Don't die. And then what do you know happens next? Except
they're like, don't worry, Dr. Glipglop is the best in the galaxy.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Glipglop shows up and Jerry throws up on his face. Gets in his eyes and mouth. Dr. Glipglop goes into a murderous rage.
Yeah.
Only for a second. Before Rick shoots him and puts him down. And Beth's like, what the fuck?
I love that little joke that they throw there because they're like, he's the best doctor in the galaxy, and Rick's just like, they all say that.
Yeah, he's like, they all say that.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, they all say that. It's like those pizza places that say they have the world's best pizza. What do you think? They have pizza contests? Have you ever been to a pizza contest?
Yeah, no, they really like to throw in like little jokes like that in Rick and Morty a lot, huh?
It's amazing. And then he unplugs their cable system and plugs in his, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he goes, "A sequel." What? Why?
They break the fourth wall a lot here in this episode.
And they're like, "Why?" And he's like, "I don't know. Pretty much nailed it the first time."
Yeah. Pretty much nailed it the first time. Why not? I actually heard that they might be coming back with another interdimensional cable episode this season.
Oh, I hope they do because
They better.
in season 3 they did a Morty Mind Blowers instead.
Yeah, that was interesting too. They actually said that they restructured the entirety of season 3 because they were originally going to do 14 episodes, I think.
Ah.
But then they cut it and changed the lineup, and Morty's Mind Blowers wasn't. It was going to be like a late episode, but they just put it there because they needed to condense.
Ah, interesting.
So we might be getting some of those episodes that they cut though this season. So we'll see.
So exciting. So we go into the actual episode after the theme song, which this episode was Bounce That Ass. It's Interdimensional Cable 2.
Yeah.
And it opens with man versus car. It's where a man wrestles a regular old car. Wouldn't the car always win?
I believe that observation is true.
Yeah,
a car is just built to be stronger than a man.
Yeah. Wouldn't the car always win?
You can tell that they do improv here, and it's just so
beautiful.
Gosh, like, it's funnier because it is improv.
Yeah, all of Interdimensional Cable, except for like a few things, is improv. And you can tell they have an outline for certain things. Like in the first Interdimensional Cable where they're like, it's two brothers in a van running from a tornado and then the moon hits. And what do you do then?
But wait, that's not it. Old ladies invade.
Wait, that's not it. Old ladies are coming.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna cross attack the Mexican Armada. And these two brothers, they they have a strong bond. You don't want to hear about it here. Just know they know how to handle business. Gosh, what a great premise for an episode of TV.
It is, isn't it? It's just so random and sideways. Like, I don't know, it's just wild.
It's where a man wrestles a car.
A car.
And then after Man vs. Car, they changed the channel in which a cereal commercial is on. You don't really get the idea that this is a cereal commercial right away.
Yeah, no.
It starts with a couple...
This makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it starts with a couple of freaky-looking, alien-looking things.
Uh-huh.
And the dude's talking to the girl in like a real professing love type way. He's like, there's something I need you to know. It's that I've got a couple of eye holes. And he rips off his eye flaps. And there's eye holes underneath. And you just have to see it to know what I mean.
I just, like, who comes up with these concepts? That's all I want to know.
And then the lady responds, she's like, oh, I know. I have eye holes too. And he's like, oh, you have 8 eye holes. And then they start kissing eye holes.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. And the dude's like,
yeah.
He's all moaning and shit.
He was too pleasured by it. It was just weird.
And then this. And then the eye hole man breaks through the ceiling and he's beating the shit out of them. He's like, I'm the eye hole man. Yeah. Stay away from my eye holes. Get up out of here with my eye holes.
He literally knocks the eye holes out of their head. Like,
he takes the eye holes because he's the eye hole man. Nobody can have his eye holes.
Nobody.
And they're like, eye holes available at Walmart, IKEA, and they like so many different places.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Rick and Morty talking, and Morty's like, oh my god, what? Why is he doing that? He's like, oh, Morty, eye hole, don't ever get caught eating one of those eye holes.
Yeah.
He comes in and he beats the shit out of you. But it's worth it, Morty.
Those eye holes.
They melt in your mouth.
They just, oh man, I can't imagine. Like, the way that they set that up and to bring it to this tip being like, yeah, no, this is just basically a kick-ass cereal. What? Like, what the fuck?
That reminds me of the first interdimensional cable where he's like, in a world where there's a ton of muscular Mannies, there's only 3 unmuscular Michaels. And then it ends up being something for turbulent juice.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And Morty's like, what? What is that? And Rick's like, sex sells, Morty.
Sex sells.
He's like, sex sells like, what?
Is it like...
Is it a movie?
Something that you clean with?
Is it a movie? Does it clean stuff? Like, what is that? That's the best
turbulent
stuff
juice.
ever.
Sex sells.
And then we cut back to Jerry's storyline in the next shot.
Oh yeah, I love this line. He's like, hello Jerry, you are in an alien hospital. Well, I mean, it's just a normal hospital to me, but or no, he goes, well, it's an alien hospital to you, but it's just a normal hospital to me.
Just like, yeah, we're in space.
Yeah, we're in space. I don't know if you're gonna catch up with that. But I love how they just have like a horde of people waiting to be like, hey, Jerry, we need your dick.
Shrimply Pibbles, a world leader, civil rights activist, is in need of a heart transplant. And the configuration of veins and the elasticity and the asymmetry of what he calls his balls, all of these things describe Jerry's penis and his testicles.
Yeah.
And they need that area to replace Shrimply Pibbles' heart.
That is just, that's another, just a testament to this episode, and it's just random.
It's just so fucking goofy.
It is like, I don't even honestly recognize how off the wall it is until we're explaining it as we are now.
I know, because like
watching it, you're just kind of like,
huh. Yeah, it's funny. It's Rick and Morty, but explaining it's stupid.
You're just like, what the fuck? That's probably why we love doing it.
It is, but and then it cuts to the guy. He's like, he'll never do it. He's like, he can't know about the genocide of year 11.62347072996.
Yeah.
And then Shrimply Pibbles makes his entrance.
He's like, their entire culture is built around their penises. It's
I've
funny
been at parties.
to say they're too big. It is funny to say they're too small. I've been at parties where people hold up, what did you say? Like thermostats,
pencils,
or thermoses, pencils,
and say, "Look at me. I'm Mr. So-and-so Dick. I have such and such for a penis. I never saw it fail to get a laugh." Which is so accurate.
Yeah, it really is.
Any joke about a dick is typically funny.
No.
Maybe that's a testament to me, but it's usually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, nope, not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. Yeah.
And then Jerry's like, "Hey, you gotta cool it. That's my species you're talking about.
That's my species.
We understand genocide. We do it sometimes."
Jerry is just such a Jerry.
He's a fuck.
He's a fuck. Like, we do it sometimes.
As we previously referenced, Jerry.
Shut up. Like,
He's a
God
fuck.
damn it.
Dude. And then we cut back to the interdimensional cable.
Mm-hmm.
And Morty is just stuck in a daze, and Rick goes, "You worried about your dad? He's gonna be just fine." And Morty's like, "No, I'm looking at that lady over there getting coffee. Is she an alien, or is she like a human, or is she like Worf? You know,
Worf?
You know Worf from Star Trek?" He's like, I don't know, Morty. I don't know. Let's just watch interdimensional cable, get your mind off of it." And then it cuts to a show in which the host goes, "Welcome to How Did I Get Here? It's the only show that'll make you ask, how did I get here?" All right, let's begin. And then they cut to the deformed Worf lady standing atop a light pole in the middle of a city. And she goes, "Oh my God, how did I get here?" And then Morty, in realization, looks up at the coffee machine, and she's gone. "Oh my God, Rick, it's the lady, it's Worf from Star Trek. How did she get there?" Rick's like, "Oh my God, how did she get there?" And the host is like, "How did she get there?" Wink.
It's just such a random, like, what the fuck? Like, it's set up like a game show, and it's just
just moving, it's teleporting people.
Yeah, just teleporting people. Like, that's just, like, awesome, you know?
And then Beth's like, "Should we be worried about that?" And the guy hosting the show actually looks right at her. And then when Rick says, "Just stay away from the coffee machine," the guy's eyes look right at him. So, like, the dude definitely is listening and is there.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. It's such a great premise. What was the next commercial?
Was it Steely? Or was that?
Oh no, it was Jan Michael Vincent.
Oh yeah, Jan Michael Vincent.
Calling all Jan Michael Vincents.
I love how it's clearly like what's his Roiland, I think, is the one who does the Morty voice, Rick and Morty voices.
Oh yeah,
voices.
yeah.
I love how you can tell, like, it's him doing the improv.
All of them. He's doing all of it.
It's just him, like, screwing
Saying
around behind
things.
a mic. Like, what the fuck?
And you can tell for sure later when it gets to Mr. Octopus. He's like, "I'm Mr. Octopus.
Yeah.
I'm a man who got bit by an octopus, and now I help people. I save people."
Yeah, no, he's great at that.
But yeah, Jan Michael Vincent's in a world where there's only 8 Jan Michael Vincents and 16 quadrants. There's only so much time. You can't have Jan Michael Vincents at every quadrant. I love how it progressed, and slowly Rick and Morty were both like, "Oh fuck yeah."
Yeah.
Like, it started as Morty being like, "Do we have to know who
usually
Jan Michael Vincent is to get this?" He's like, "No, just watch."
And eventually they're just like all into it. They're like, "Oh my God, whoa.
"Oh my
Jan
God,
Michael
hey
Vincent."
nurse, can I get some help? I think I have Jan Quadrant Vincent fever over here." "Yeah, Morty, you did it." Oh my God, I can't imagine this is as funny for everyone listening as it is for us.
No.
This has to be so stupid.
You know, we're just keeping with the theme of Rick and Morty.
You have to. It's so funny. It's the best show.
What's the next one?
The next one was when Jerry was like, "Oh, you know what? I realized I haven't I haven't really ran this past my wife
Yeah.
yet. And he's like, oh, do you think she'll be on board? And he's like, absolutely. Beth is automatically on board with everything I do. Which is the exact opposite of the actual case.
Okay, let's take a sec to think about how he was getting marked up by that doctor. That shit had to be, like, the most uncomfortable position. Like,
Yeah, he had his legs up in, like, stirrups like he was at a gynecologist.
That was just like, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah. This is a good dilemma. Would you be willing to give up your dick and balls if it is going to save hundreds of billions of lives?
Hundreds of billions. Well, at the point where this conflict is significant to hundreds of billions of people, that means that it not being significant to my people as an earthling means that it's not significant to all people, meaning that there could be an infinitesimal amount of people out there.
It's true.
No, I think that's small. An infinite amount of people out there.
Yeah.
An infinite amount of people in the world. And compared to hundreds of billions being affected by this genocide, chances are my help is probably not worth that much. See, then that places problems with the fact that I'm calculating the worth of human life, but it's
You're also calculating the worth of your genitals. Saying it's worth more than 100 billions of lives.
Well,
here's my thing. I think I'd do it. I think I'd give up my dick and balls.
Okay, well, there is another point, though, that we got to mention, is that there were options for implants.
That's my point. You get a sophisticated prosthetic. And the thing is, later in this episode, Jerry gets fucking capped.
Yeah.
Like, he gets shot 50 times, and then he's working perfectly
he gets
fine.
lit
I
up.
have faith that they could just make a replica. And be like, boop.
But, like, I feel like it would be different.
I mean, yeah.
It's prosthetic. How can that work? Like,
I don't know. But they shot him 50 times, and
Oh
he's the
my
same
God.
the rest of the series. I have to think that
yeah,
he would
they
be
just brought him back
fine.
to life. They're like healing gunshot wounds. It's just like a snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I really it'd have to be a split decision, like a second decision.
Yeah, for sure.
And I probably want to meet Shrimply Pibble, see if I fuck with this guy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But Jerry did meet Shrimply Pibbles.
Yeah, he did. I'm sure Shrimply Pibbles was a great person.
He did. We
speak about him as
he has a heroin
existed.
dependency.
He does.
He has a heroin dependency, but it's because
All heroin isn't bad.
all heroin isn't bad. The heroin that was in his planet's atmosphere helps him live. So now he needs to do heroin.
Just kidding. Don't do heroin. Please.
Don't do heroin unless your life depends on it.
Indeed.
And then we get back to Interdimensional Cable, where we have the adventures of Steely.
That is hilarious. Like, this is just one of the most off the wall concepts.
It was just like, all right, we're gonna go through this office, and I'm gonna take regular office things. He's like, hey, that's mine. You can't take that. And he's like, he smothers him with chloroform.
I'm calling security, and he just like
He smothers him with chloroform.
Oh my god! Like, what the fuck?
All right, guys, now we're in the quiet, safe room, where nobody that I stole the stuff from can get to us. So here's a plumbus. That's 8 brapples. What the fuck is a brapple?
I don't know. I assume it's some form of currency, but
I do too, but like
what?
But like also the graphics that pop up are different every time he says
Yeah,
brapple.
they are.
So I have no idea what it means.
They probably did that on purpose just to confuse you.
Oh my god, it's brilliant.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's so fucking funny.
Next is the Plumbus commercial, right?
No, next was the improv comedy guy who's
What?
standing up on the front of the stage. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
welcome to improv comedy. It's all improvised. It's very funny.
It's very funny.
He's like, all right, you, what's your job? He's like, oh, I'm a tax attorney. All right, good. Hey, cue the music. Oh, I'm a tax attorney. Oh, jeez. Forget about everything else. Forget about Jesus Christ. Forget about Muhammad. Forget about all the other religions. Da 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 da.
Okay.
Da.
What is it about joking about religion that is so hilarious?
It's because it offends so many people.
And
that's what provides most of the laughter for most jokes, is the fact that it does offend somebody. Like, this is a real thing.
Yeah, and it's like, I just don't care enough to joke about it, so that's funny.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, that's hilarious.
Okay, but let's think about this in the context of Zach Fox.
Zach Fox, okay?
You know his song?
Yeah.
The beginning of that is like, I've never felt like worse laughing at something, and like Rick and Morty just reminded me of that.
Where he's like, if you don't fuck with Jesus, I'm gonna shoot you in the face. Or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the intro to the song.
Dude, it's so funny.
Yeah, no, it's great. And like, honestly, Zach Fox has to watch Rick and Morty. There's no chance.
Oh, zero chance in hell he doesn't.
Yeah.
Zach Fox might be the funniest human alive.
This dude is just like so random, and he actually has talent, and you can tell, but you're just like, fuck.
You're like, dude, you...
Yeah, why are you using it this way?
Oh, it's so fucking funny, though. I love the way he's using it.
It is hilarious.
Dude. And then later in the improvised sketch, he's like, oh, thank you, that was great. That was amazing. He's like, yeah, thanks. Hey, security guards, get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Take him out. Take him out of here. Hey, suck his life out. Demons.
Demons?
I don't give a shit. Like, why? Like,
it's very funny.
And then the doctor who's going to do the surgery on Jerry comes up to the family and is like, Jerry's in very good condition, but Beth, we ask that you follow us. So he does, and she finds out that Jerry's genitals could save the galaxy. And
Obviously.
She's immediately pretty mad.
Yeah.
She's noticeably like, we come here to save my husband's life, and now you want to take his genitals from him? And then they're like, we would replace it with a sophisticated prosthetic. And she's like, I don't care what you owe. Looks at the prosthetics and is like, huh, maybe. And this is just another testament to how much of a fuck Jerry is.
How much of a fuck Jerry definitely, because he uses this he tries to like get out of giving away his penis by being like, oh, I wonder what
my wife wouldn't, who would be mad at a wife for wanting to keep her lover intact?
Yeah,
And she's like, what kind of a wife would I be if I stopped you from saving the universe? God, what a... So that's when I posed the question in my notes. What would you do?
Yeah. You still don't know.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one. It really depends on the context for me, I think.
We'll have to get a panel of people, and we'll have to have a debate.
Oh, yeah.
See, like, so what are the pros? What are the cons?
Which one was next after this part?
After Beth being mad, we had little bits.
Yeah, tiny people.
We have tiny pizza, tiny lasagna. Oh shit, we got tiny people. Eat some fucking shit, you fucking stupid bitch.
So,
just kidding.
This question made me wonder: are people tiny? So he calls them tiny, but they have a huge head, right?
Yeah.
Are they tiny due to the features of their face being smaller, or is it the entirety of the head that makes your face smaller?
So, are you saying, like, in the context of the tiny people?
Yeah.
So, like, on the tiny people, would their mouths just be tiny because they're tiny?
Yeah. And then could their head be big and they still be tiny?
Yeah, I think so. I think their heads, like, no matter what, are like 5 times the size of its face.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, the tiny people also had tiny faces, so their tiny people faces were even tinier than the tiny faces.
What the fuck?
Dude, it made sense. It made sense, you're just not keeping up.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
You're just not keeping up. So the tiny people faces
Okay.
are tinier than the tiny faces. So the tiny faces on the regular people are bigger than the tiny faces on the tiny people.
Yeah, I think I get it. I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Why'd I ask that question?
I don't know. But it led to a good conversation. I said tiny people a lot.
Tiny people.
Eat some fucking shit, you fucking stupid bitch. Just kidding. Oh, then they cut to the office in which Jerry is about to use his penis for the last time.
Yes.
And the doctor's like, here's alien internet. Here's some porn. And it's just like a sponge. like a sponge and like some particles like moving.
Yeah.
And he's like, here's some porn.
Some porn.
And there's an alien towel right over there. And that actually is an alien towel to me. I got it on a different planet.
There's an alien towel.
And then he's shutting all the browsers and he finds a desktop, I guess, that says that Shrimply Pibbles has a heroin dependency.
Heroin, you know?
So he thinks he's going to use this to get out of giving up his dick. So he presents it to the world.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to say that I've followed Shrimply Pibbles through all of his acts, through his march on da-da-da-da-da, and his battle through heroin dependency. He's just great, or something like that.
Everybody just like cheering.
And everyone applauds, and he's like, yeah, it occurs to me that his heroin addiction may not have been a matter of public record. And the reporter's like, you know heroin makes up 10% of the atmosphere on Shrimply Pibbles' home planet. And he's like, oh, fuck.
And someone else adds in, which was invaded by what?
Yeah, it was like demolished or something like that.
Yeah, it was invaded by like troops and shit and destroyed, and he's just like, oh, fuck. And the people next to him are just staring at him so weird.
He's trying to get out of giving up his penis! And then they all boo him and hate him.
Yeah.
And then Beth's like, come on, Jerry, we gotta go. And he's like, I can't leave now. Everybody hates me. Which is just exactly what Jerry is.
That's why Jerry's
isn't that when you want to leave?
You would think
and he's like, no, I can't leave now. Everybody hates me.
Everybody hates me.
And she's like, yep, if only there was a surgical procedure to fix that. And then they zoom on Jerry's face and he goes, maybe there is.
Maybe there is.
And in that moment, the first time I watched it, I go, oh shit. He's gonna give Beth a lobotomy. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Jerry's really fucked up in this bitch. Turns out, doesn't give Beth a lobotomy.
No.
He takes a much wilder route. And, well, he tries to hold hostage Shrimply Pibbles while under a procedure, while his pants are unbuckled. And he's screaming, please take my penis.
And they see it on the news, on the TV, they're like, this can't be real. This must be on another Earth or another dimension or something. Like.
And then security guards come running by, and he's like, oh shit. I don't know. Sir, step away from Shrimply Pibbles. They're like, Dad, stop. And he's like, I'm a good person. And he rips off his pants right in front of his daughter.
In front of his daughter.
I'm a good person. And he runs towards Shrimply Pibbles with the intention of jumping his penis into this man's chest.
Yeah. And
he gets shot a lot.
Well, no, I think before this, Beth told him what he was actually holding.
Oh yeah, he was not holding a gun. He was not holding a gun. He was holding one of the prosthetic penises as a gun. Oh my god.
That was a great one. Oh, man. Yeah, but my boy gets lit up like 50 shots in his chest.
50 shots.
Like, it's bad.
50 shots.
Like he's just like face down, ass up in front of his family. Like,
and they're like, God damn.
They're just like, shit, fucking Jerry.
There was one little commercial that I skipped. The personal space.
Oh, yeah, my life.
Welcome to the personal space show. Whoa, who's around me right now? Who's around me? I don't. All right, everybody, let's step up. Everybody, get stepped up and get some stepped up personal space up in this place. All right, step 1, personal space. Step 2, personal space. Step 3, stay out of my personal space. Step 4, get out of that personal space. Step 5. He just keeps going. Keeps going all the way till step 8.
Yeah.
Where he steps down and he goes, I as you can see, I take my personal space really seriously. I'm not even a fan of having this skin in my personal space. And then he proceeds to rip the skin off of his body.
Oh my god. This part's kind of gross too.
Oh, super gross.
It's a cartoon, but it's just like,
It's still like, man, that's
like,
really nasty.
Wow.
That's just something
is that, like, you just do that? Like,
yeah, like, what are you doing? Wow, what the fuck? He's like, next week, come back to the show that we grew in love. The Personal Space Show. But, back to after Jerry gets shot a lot. He wakes up to Interdimensional Cable, in which it is a commercial for a frozen yogurt shop, in which the frozen yogurt is delivered through buttholes.
Oh, yeah.
It is really disgusting.
Yeah. They don't mince their words very often.
No, it's really fucking funny though.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, the octopus man. I'm an octopus person.
octopus.
I save people. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta stop a trouble mite. Pulls out a knife and runs at a guy and just stabs him to death. And then, was it Beth? Or no, it was Summer who was like... Summer was like, does all interdimensional cable have to rely on gratuitous violence? And then Morty breaks into a little spiel that is quite obviously from the perspective of Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. It's maybe you're so sensitive and you can't you're afraid of your primitive instincts or something like that. It's so funny.
Yeah, no, but it's Rick and Morty. They continue speaking truth. Like,
they do
all the time.
They always do.
It's just like, you know what? Maybe we got some real shit to say in between all this bullshit.
Maybe we do.
And it's real shit about why you should listen to our bullshit.
To our bullshit. Because our bullshit is just Rick and Morty, but human.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wakes up, they're like, turns out you getting shot 50 times wasn't really a problem. It was like getting a splinter removed.
Yeah. Basically, alien technology so advanced.
And Beth tells Jerry, she's like, you can't want everybody to love you. Remember that time that someone called you a dumbass on a YouTube video and you responded and you said takes one to know one and you stayed up all night clicking refresh on the browser and then you cried yourself to sleep? And Jerry goes, I remember it differently. And she was like, well, that's that, Jerry.
That's
You can't try and make people love you. You have to wait for hating you to bore them. And he's like, you're right.
You're right.
Jerry's such a dumbass. And he's like, you know what? You're right.
Jerry.
You're right. That is correct.
Yeah.
And then Rick's like, we gotta go home.
Yeah.
And Jerry's like, if you wouldn't mind, Rick, I'd like to go to the zoo with my family. Yeah. And they're like, oh God, no, what the fuck?
Morty's like,
Jerry,
what the fuck,
stop.
Dad? What the fuck?
What the fuck, Jerry? No. And he's like, geez, Christ, sorry, no, we'll go home.
Like, what is in your head?
Why would we go to the zoo with you, you fuck?
You idiot.
Oh.
They dish on Jerry, and I'm with it 100%.
I am 100%. Jerry sucks.
Jerry does suck.
Jerry does suck.
Fuck Jerry.
Fuck Jerry.
Fuck you, Jerry.
Jerry's a fuck. But Jerry gets the shit beaten out of him in the post-credit scene by the eye hole man.
The eye hole man, yeah.
Get up out of here with my eye holes. Gosh, what a great.
I like these one-off like Rick and Morty episodes.
I do too.
That are just kind of random all over the place because it's just like it's really entertaining to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I can rewatch those over and over.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the first Interdimensional Cable, the one where it's a guy selling fake doors, and they're like, "Wait, the commercial's not over. I guess he's in traffic.
Yeah.
Now he's at his house. Okay.
He's making a sandwich.
hey guys,
Like, oh
still
my
me,
god,
still here, still selling fake doors.
Still selling fake doors.
Oh my god, it's still the commercial.
That is great.
That is genius marketing.
Yeah,
though.
no, honestly.
If a company ever did that, where like they just like filmed a commercial and then they showed the guy leaving and they followed him home, and then he was like, "Hey, still me, still selling whatever it is I'm selling." I'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm buying this right now."
They totally should do that though. They don't do enough of that.
Gosh, there's so many genius commercials in the show.
There really are.
Gosh, I love Rick and Morty.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Well, it's been a day.
It's been a day.
We had Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty, can't go wrong with that.
We read some drafts from our tweets.
Tweet drafts, some light, some heavy,
Talked some NBA. NBA basketball.
Indeed.
Hell of a day.
Hell of a day.
Pleasure having you here, Tavares.
Pleasure for you having me.
Pleasure for me having you.
We didn't really have each other, did we?
No, we didn't. We were just both here.
Yeah.
Peace, love, and bloom. Why is this not stopping?